Hey, Abby, Carolina from Sade Adventures here, hopping on to tell you a little bit about this Ecuador trip that I've been planning for your clients. I have 4 cruise options, so I think it's always easier to just go through them a little bit together. Let me share my screen and just take a few minutes of your time. You should be able to see the PDF now. So here is what the trip can look like. I based it around the Infinity Cruise. It's a 7-night cruise on a luxury boat. I work with this boat quite often. I have clients who just absolutely love it. And because I work with them often, I get some really amazing deals. So for an uber luxury boat, we are able to offer it at a price of a first class boat. So let me show you how it would look. Your clients would arrive on June 19th to Quito, and we will spend 2 nights in Quito. The first day is their arrival. We're going to pick them up in a private car from the airport, take them to a beautiful hotel downtown, like the Plaza Grande Hotel, a great all-suite property right in the middle of the square. And then the following day, our guide, the same guide that would have picked them up from the airport, will come back, show them the best of Quito, go to the equator line, do some chocolate tasting, have a lunch overlooking a crater of a volcano, lots of fun things to see and do, all private for the 4 of them, and spend another night in Quito. Now, day 3, we're going to go off to the Amazon. So the Amazon is this major area of South America. It spreads over Brazil, Peru, Ecuador, even Bolivia and Colombia. But here in Quito, or here in the Ecuadorian Amazon, I feel like it is so untouched still, and I've spent quite a few weeks here exploring different lodges. And I really love that you don't have to go deep into the Amazon. You don't have to be on a boat for 6 hours to reach your lodge to be able to see wildlife and monkeys and bird life. And it's just an amazing place. So I chose the Napo Cultural Center Lodge for your family that's visiting, and they will be there for 3 nights. So they will fly into Coca. We take care of all the logistics, all the internal flights and everything like that, all the payments to the shaman and the chief of the community to be able to visit the area. Once they land, they're going to be picked up by the lodge guides, and the guides are completely all local. The lodge is completely operated by the local communities. Of course, they have some guidance and management to teach them how to run a business, but it is so well done. And the Cultural Center is a sister company of the Wildlife Center. So the Wildlife Center is deeper in the Amazon. You would travel another 2 hours in. But I think for families, this one, because you're only on a boat, I believe no more than 2 hours, not only is it closer, but it is completely surrounded by a local village. So you see other kids there. You can go play soccer. In the mornings, the shaman will read your dreams, while you're having hot chocolate. It's a really great experience for families. We've had many people stay here and come back with some wonderful stories. So that is where they will be. They will have these beautiful huts as cabins, where they stay. They have a bathroom inside. They have running water. It's it's luxury in the jungle. Really, you have all your amenities that you need, and all of your meals are included. All of your excursions are taken care of by the local guides. So really, you're arriving, everything is arranged for you, and all the activities are based on not only their interests but their climate and water levels. So they will go by boat, they will go on foot, they will go fishing, they will go swimming. There's lots of different activities that they can enjoy, and of course, to go see wildlife, to go track jaguars at night, to go to the Clay Lake to see some bird life. Really wonderful experience. And the reason I like to put the Amazon before the Galapagos is because the Amazon is amazing in itself, but it is green and it is camouflaged. So seeing wildlife is not as is not as often as you would see them in the Galapagos. So if you go to the islands first, then you kind of get spoiled with all the animals, and then it's harder to look for animals in the jungle. So always visit the jungle first. Now on the 24th, when you come out of the jungle, we're going to bring you back to Quito. But instead of going all the way into town for the 1 night, because you're most likely going to arrive in the afternoon, you're going to spend the night at a hotel near the airport. So it's a great little polo hotel. They have a pool, they have a nice restaurant, you can rest, you can just, enjoy some other amenities after the jungle, because the following day we're off to the Amazon for our 7-night, we're off to the Galapagos for a 7-night cruise. So we take care of the logistics, again, your entry tickets, your ID cards. We have an assistant at the airport to help you through all the Galapagos customs and all the steps. And then once you land in the islands, the cruise takes over, they pick you up and they take you on board. And again, everything is included, all your meals, all your excursions. It's an absolutely phenomenal experience to be in the Galapagos for 7 nights on a cruise like this, because you truly will see majority of the islands, especially on these new boats. And all of the boats that I'm proposing to you are newer, which means they're faster, which means you're spending more time on the islands, less time traveling from between the islands. So you can see all the activities and all the islands that you'll be visiting on a daily basis with the Infinity. Lots of different activities, wet landings, dry landings, snorkeling, swimming every day. We provide all the wetsuits, all the equipment that you need for snorkeling, so you don't have to worry about that. There are kayaks, there are stand-up paddle boards. On board, there's a hot tub, there's, a library, there's all kinds of different fun things that they put together for families. The Infinity is one of the newer, nicer boat. And one of the best things that I love about the Infinity is that it has 2 guides on board as opposed to 1 guide. 99% of boats will just have 1 guide on board, the smaller boats, I mean. And therefore, all of your groups will be a group of 16. Now, because of the Infinity having 2 guides, they split their passengers in 2 groups, and there will be no more than 10 people ever on a tour with you. So that just really makes it a little bit more intimate, a little bit more special, and much different than all the other boats. And especially the larger boats, you would think with a larger boat, they'll have a lot of guides. It still will be 16 people on all other boats. So the Infinity does it just a little bit different. So that's what the itinerary would look like. It truly is a big circle around the archipelago. So you will see from Isabela to San Cristobal to Santa Cruz. It's a wonderful experience. And then we will fly you back to the mainland, and you will fly home from either Quito or Guayaquil. We can discuss international flights. It's fairly simple to offer either or. So it's a 14-day itinerary that will allow you to see Quito and the surrounding areas, as well as the Amazon jungle with a 3-night lodge stay, and then a full week in the islands. So with the Infinity, this is a luxury boat with balcony cabins, 20 people on board with 2 guides, so the smallest group, and it is a proper yacht. It is $37,999 for the 4 of you. So now let me tell you about the other boats that we have. There is a treasure cruise. This is a catamaran. It is a 16-person boat. You see a catamaran, it has double hulls, so it's stable. It's built for the Galapagos, and it will have 1 guide on board. So 1 group, everybody that's on board will travel together to all the excursions. They have smaller cabins. The Infinity has the largest cabins in the Galapagos. So the Treasure has smaller cabins, but they do have balconies, so that's a plus. I love having outdoor space in the Galapagos. And what I love about these little catamarans is that it is very casual. So you're barefoot on board, you get to know everybody, you eat together. There's still multiple places to hang out and have space, but it is a smaller yacht or a catamaran. Then that one, I'm sorry, is $35,999 for the 4 of you. And now the next one is a Seaman Journey Cruise. Now this boat has been around for many years. I've been to the Galapagos many times. I've been specializing in the Galapagos for 18 years, so I know it all the way from the beginning. However, about 2 years ago, it had a full refurbishment. So it went from like a standard boat to a first-class boat. So again, 16 people, it's a catamaran built exactly for the Galapagos. So it's a stable boat, 1 guide on board, and it does not have balconies, but for your family, you will have the upper deck. There are only 2 cabins on there. They're called suites. So the whole upper deck would be for you, for the 4 of you. So it's really nice. You would have the 2 largest cabins on board. And again, wonderful 7-night itinerary. That one would be $35,899 for the 4 of you. And then the fourth option that I found for your dates or in your date range is the Horizon. This is a very special boat. This is a trimaran. This is something new that has been built directly for the Galapagos. Instead of 2 hulls, it has 3, and therefore it is extremely stable and extremely fast. So it's moving between the islands. You're spending a lot of time on the islands, actually sometimes visiting 3 sites instead of 2. It is a luxury boat, beautiful cabins, beautiful amenities, 1 guide on board, balconies for everyone, and only 16 people on board like the other catamarans. And that would be $39,899 if we go with the Horizon. That's a lot of information, and I'm sending you only 4 boats because I work with at least 30, and if I sent you 30, we will never make a decision because they're all so wonderful. But start with these. Let me know your thoughts, what works, what doesn't, what did you like. I'm here to help answer any questions. Happy travels, everybody.